Alright, stop looking. I found the music, guys. It's back. It's right here. I found it. What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to Let's Play Jak 2. In the last episode, we finished up doing some jobs for crew for the time being and switched back over to doing stuff for Torn, which was mainly meeting up with their informant, Vin, who works on the inside of Baron's operations with his mining operations for Eco. And with that, went out to two new areas, the strip mine and the drill platform. So, fair bit of stuff. And in this episode, we're going to be kicking things off by heading straight back to Torn to see what else he has for us. And as always, I just seem to begin a lot of stuff by crashing into everything. There is a reason why I don't have a driver's license. I'm actually serious about that. I'm 21 years old and I don't have a driver's license. I should have got it like 5 years ago, but there's a guard there. Great. Well, luckily for us, the underground hideout is not very far away. So, won't have to run. And also, luckily, cutscenes seem to completely negate whatever the hell it is we've done to piss them off. So, yeah, works for me. Anyway. So, old Torn, what you got for us this time, bud?
One of my old guard comrades was sent to the pumping station. There's been no word from the patrol, and after what you guys ran into out there, I'm afraid she may need some help.
Did you say she?
Don't even think about it. Stop that! This is serious, you moron.
Wah! That's right. Don't mess with the sugar.
This friend of mine has helped the underground many times before. Go back to the pumping station and take a look around. Render assistance if needed. Now get your squirrely ass out of here.
I think he's starting to like us. Well, you heard the man. Next stop, pumping station. So I'll meet you guys up there.
Leaving city safe zone.
Alright, now back out here in the pumping station. Let's load up. And already kind of a sign of what's to come. There's brand new metalheads around. In fact, these are the same big metalheads that we were hunting down with Sig when we came here last. So, finally get to take these guys on ourselves. It's interesting, I suppose. That. Now, that's still the wrong button. So basically, where we want to go is the flashing green circle, obviously. But what we want to do is we want to head to near where the slums water valve is. When we first came here, pretty much the end of that pathway there. You might recall there were a few pipes that looked like they rose up and down like the ones right here, but weren't. Those are active now. They'll take us where we need to go. Before I do that, there is one thing I do need to try. We'll go under this way. Now, where am I looking? I think it's this one here. So apparently, I should be able to swim over to this island with no trouble. Should. Okay. Basically, this little island out here, I think it's this, yep, it's this one. Oh, shit.
Fences. I am authorized to use force.
Okay, that thing there. If I stayed out of a certain range for too long, that thing would shoot me, and it's an instant kill. And that's what terrifies me so much about swimming out this far. So, basically, those turrets are this game's lurker sharks. Anyway, Precursor Orb. This was the last orb that I was going to come back to at a much later point. Reason being is because I didn't think I could actually swim out here at any time. I thought I needed the jetboard. But apparently I don't. So that makes every single Precursor Orb in the pumping station. So we don't actually have to come back here again. Well, unless there's a mission, which I don't think there is. But, you know. Anyway. I'll just snipe these guys away. Make getting around a lot easier. Now, reason I'm going around this way is because this actually acts as a shortcut over to where we need to go. Which, after I pick up a bit of eco. See those spinning platforms over there? Those weren't risen up the way they are now before. Now, we can climb up them and they actually make a pretty nifty shortcut right up to near that valve. So... Look, we're at the end of this place already. And now these things are turned on, so you can use them to climb up. Ah, a lot of crates, but a lot of ammo. I'm not sure I like this. Anyway, head on up here, and more metalheads, because of course there are. If we are outside the city or connected to anywhere that is outside the city, then there are metalheads. You can be sure of that much. And of course, they brought back the ones with the lances. These ones in particular I really hate. But anyway, let's see what's over here for us.
Yeah, what the heck are we doing risking our lives to rescue some old Crimson God hag anyway? She's probably got more facial hair than me.
Who the hell are you two?
I do love a woman in uniform. Want to bark some orders at me? Woof woof. I'm your soldier on the front lines of love. Waiter, foxhole for two.
Keep talking and I'll raise your voice a couple of octaves.
Easy. Torn asked us to help you.
I don't need help, but you might. We've got company.
Well, at least she's confident. Really? You don't need help against all of these metalheads that are coming down? Lady, I really do admire the confidence. Really, I do. But, there's only so much one person can do, and I think you need the help. Oh, at the very least, I think we should be able to trust in the skills of a friend of Torn's, so... Yeah, I'm nearly out of ammo. And there's plenty of these around. This is a situation in which I definitely do not want to go Dark Jack. I did briefly mention it down in the sewers, but because friendly fire is a thing, and...
Watching me take care of those metalheads was, pretty exciting. Wasn't it, Sugar? Hey! Sweet Stripes! Give me them digits so I can look you up sometime! We'll party hard! Big city style!
Tell Torn Baron Praxis is planning something big. I think it has to do with that symbol.
What is it?
It's the seal of the House of Mar, the founder of Haven City. We're being sent out on suicide missions to locate artifacts from the time of his rule. If curiosity's worth dying for, you can ask the blind old soothsayer in the bazaar named Onan. She might know something about all this. Here's my bazaar access security pass.
Your name's Ashlyn, huh?
We're even now.
Wow! What a woman! Arrgh.
Okay, look, Dax, I know you're an animal now, but you didn't used to be. Calm down, buddy. But as I was trying to say, like I mentioned back in the sewers, because friendly fire is a thing, Dark Jack is very dangerous to use while you are fighting with allies. And you would have been able to see Ashlyn, as we've just figured out her name is, did have the health bar, so he did have to kind of protect her as well, even though she was fighting with us. So, yeah, Dark Jack in this kind of situations, normally not the best idea. Although, frankly, I actually made that look a lot easier than it sometimes can be. In fact, that was the fastest that I've ever done that. Maybe it means I'm just getting better. Maybe I don't suck at this game after all these years. I mean, I'd hope not. But in any case, yeah, so now we have met Torn's friend in the guard, Ashlyn. I wonder what's up between those two, eh? I mean, you got kind of protective when Jack was like, did you say sheet? But in any case, she gave us some useful information, though. You can go and... What the... I think the old PS2 disc is kind of wonking out on me again. It's messing up some of the sound effects. But she did give us another little lead to go on. For us to potentially check out. Something about a blind soothsayer in the bazaar section of the city. Which, now that she gave us that yellow security pass, we can now explore. Which is pretty much the center portion of the city there. And that pretty much opens up the rest of Haven City to us. We have access to all of it. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So we can either go into the bazaar and talk to this soothsayer that she pointed us to, or we can head to the power station and talk to Vin. Or we can look at the side mission that is literally right around the corner. So I think I'll be doing that one first. And after that, I say we go and check out this lead in the bazaar. Why not? It'll do for something different. And besides, I'll give us an excuse to explore the bazaar. Anyway,
Find this place before time runs out.
If the moving zoomer wasn't enough of an indication, yeah, it's right below us. Now that is an example of an orb hunt side mission in which you don't need to bring a zoomer. Although if you get off your zoomer right next to it, it does help to point out exactly where it is because, I mean, I guess the exact image that was given us was, you know, pretty vague. But still very easy. Anyway, the closest entrance to the bazaar, or the easiest to get to at the very least, is down at the beginning of the industrial section from here. So I'll meet you guys down that way. Alrighty, so back here in the industrial section. Now, we might have seen on the map earlier where the yellow security walls are, and you might have noticed one of them is actually just around the corner here. Another one's down in the port. There is one up in the stadium section as well, but this one's pretty much the easiest one. And this section of the bazaar here is actually kind of interesting just for the fact that it separates the vehicles from the pedestrians. Zoomers cannot go down there where all the pedestrians are. So we actually have to leg it from here. If only I had my jet board. It'd be so much faster. You just get a taste for it once and then you're craving it. Oh, this tent isn't conspicuous at all. Well, at the very least, it should be interesting.
Cool! Check out all the dead stuff!
Ow! Touch the goods again, rat boy, and you'll be counting with your toes. I am Pecker. Yes, I know. My mother, she was very vindictive. I am Onan's interpreter. Onan welcomes you, blah, 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 the usual boring salutations. She says it is good to see you again, Jack.
But we've never met before.
Before, after, it is all the same.
Ow! Ow! Let me try! She wants a yakao bone! A yakao bladder! No! I got it! For many moons, she has waited for a juice pop, a jewel shop. Oh! I know! She's got a hair ball! A hair lip! A hairy chest!
Close. But no! Onan says you seek answers about the Tomb of Mar.
So what do we need to know?
She's going on and on about mystical energy channels, evil curses, stupid woo crap. Forget all that! I'm gonna sum this up quickly, because now you're cutting into my siesta time. Onan wants you to recover 3 artifacts from the Precursor Mountain Temple. Not 2, not 4, 3! Use the warp gate at the northwest side of the city, and bring back the 3 items you find.
Nothing so far.
What kind of animal is Pekka? I mean, he's a bird, obviously, but a lot of the animals we've seen throughout Jak and Daxter so far are kind of a combination between two. I mean, we've got yak owls, which are obviously yaks and cows. We've got hip hogs, which are obviously pigs and hippos. We got an otzel like Daxter, which is obviously a weasel and an otter. So what would Pekka be? Because if you ask me, Pekka looks like a combination between a bird and a monkey. Questions for later. Another question for later may be the fact that how exactly does Onan know Jak? I mean, who knows how far we've come from Sandover Village, and Jak's been in prison for 2 years, so who would know him here? Anyway, this over here, this is the palace. This is where the Barons hold up, and it's somewhere we definitely want to get into if we want to go and kick his ass. Anyway, that one little section of the bazaar was pretty much the only part that separates the pedestrians from the traffic. The rest of it is, well, pretty much just open like this. And, you know, it's a nice little part of the city. It's a bit different from everywhere else because, yeah, it's a bit more colorful. I mean, the other places, it's either the slums, which is just the dregs of the city, or, you know, the stadium or industrial sections, which are just, you know, metallic and square and everything. But a lot of this is more organic, I say, as I go into an area that is clearly a giant vegetable garden. Yeah, so the bazaar here, pretty interesting little area. They even got a giant sprinkler system here. Nice. Anyway, but up here is where we want to go. Yep. There's no telling what happens when you try to jump off a bike at full speed going up this ramp, because you're going up higher than normally the zoomers would allow, and if you're jumping off at full speed, sometimes the game just doesn't exactly know what to do with that. Sometimes you won't go very fast, sometimes you'll be launched way up into the air. It's always fun to find. Right, so through this warp gate over this way. We're in another little foresty area outside of the city here. The Mountain Temple, eh? And just look at all that up there. That looks like, you know, the usual Precursor architecture that we're used to from the original game. God, it's a very familiar territory here. Oh, that was smart. The warp gate's actually been shut off. The game is making sure that we are not going back until we've done here what we need to do. So we've got platforms that flip over when we shoot them. Got these elevators. This whole area is pretty much just very reminiscent of what we're used to back in the first game, and it's actually really cool. Because, I mean, we've had a lot of time to get used to how new everything is now, just this very different kind of dystopian, like, futuristic environment. And yet, there's still parts like this where it's still very foresty, very colorful, with tons of Precursor technology and architecture around. It's really cool. And this area just so happens to be one of my favorites in the game. Not specifically because of the callback to Jak and Daxter, just because it's very interesting from... Like, it's just a very interesting area to go through, and it's really fun to play as well, because this area is pretty heavy on the platforming compared to a lot of other areas in the game, and even a few puzzles thrown about. So I guess what I like about this game really is just entirely reminiscent of the first game. God damn it. I didn't want to be that guy, but... But anyway, as you might have been able to see, we actually have 3 different paths that we can go down. There's one over there with that platform, one over there that I started going down inadvertently, and another one just back here. Each of these 3 paths will lead to each of the 3 Precursor artifacts that Pekka and Onan sent us here to find. I'm going to go this way first. Yeah. Didn't need it, but I'm a klepto. No, this little part here. There are tons of these little jumping little baby metalheads here. Just look at all the skull gems. Just imagine if respawned metalheads were capable of dropping their skull gems again. That'd be a good place to farm. Oi! Oh, there's a Precursor orb just right out in the open there. Fuck! I thought I timed that right too. Anyway. Right, there's one. Now, there is a total of 17 Precursor orbs throughout the Mountain Temple here, which I think is actually pretty fitting considering this is a Precursor Mountain Temple. We're only going to be getting 8 of them in this visit. Another one is around here. So that's 2 for us. This little thing over here. Just huge lakes of dark eco all around the place. God damn, this is dangerous. Now, so here's our first little puzzle here. So we've got a bunch of these little
box, baby.
Shut up, Dax. We've got a bunch of these little cubes over the river of dark, like a dark eco here, and we can either shoot them, shoot them. We can hit them, and they will start extending over the lake for us. And the puzzle here is to hit every single one of these cubes so we can safely get across. There's a Precursor orb over there, but I can't get it. Yeah, if I had a jetboard. I screwed that up anyway. But yes, if you do screw up, you can press on this button here and it'll reset the whole thing for you. I think I screwed up again, actually. I only did this not too long ago. I'm gonna start going this way. Yeah, that's the ticket. Right. Now. That's not it. Damn it. I only did this not too long ago. That's real. Just goes to show just how bad my memory is. I know you're holding your breath there, Saki. Go on, lay it on me. Sure, anyway. Anyway. I just said anyway twice. Oh. Starting to come back to me. Just kind of zigzag this one out this way. Wanna bring this one all the way across. Yeah. Yeah. That one. And we're good. Sweet. Arming us up, and we may need it, because I don't like the look of that thing. We have yet another new type of metalhead. And basically, you gotta be playing a game of bullfighting with this one. Just gonna lay into it like this, and when he charges at you, get out of the way. It's by rolling, roll jumping, whichever way you can. And pretty much when he stands up and roars, it's pretty much good a time as any to just load him up with as many shots as possible. But yeah, a little bit tougher, but yeah, kind of fun to fight. Just, again, it's like a game of bullfighting, except you're using yourself instead of the shimmering red cloth.
Whoa, this puppy's got some vibration to it. This baby will put a smile on your face.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed Dax. I guess. Anyway, so that was one of the 3 precursor artifacts we're here to collect, known as the Shard. 2 more for us, and 3 orbs right here for the taking. Very nice. Puts us right back near the beginning here. And the next path I'm going to go down is the one over this way. Refill me on some ammo game. Just one? Sure, why not? Do be careful you don't take too long, because these platforms can flip back over. And already another one. Alright, well, second verse, same as the first. Lay into it and get the ever-living hell out of the way. And lay into it again. If you're having trouble, this is also a good spot where you might want to use Dark Jack as well. It took me all the way back here? Right, so this is obviously a cut. So, I figure I'm going to do myself a favor and just take my own advice. This is just one of very few things in the game where Dark Bomb will not immediately take it out, but it will have done a ton of damage at least. Well, makes things easier at least. Alright. Yeah, I got this button that's appeared. That was a very instantaneous reaction from pressing that button. Almost impressed. Climb up on this way. Another orb for us. Now, what's next? More metalheads, of course. Again, just if you're outside the city or anywhere connecting to outside the city, be sure that you will see metalheads. Now. Oh, this is a fantastic thing to be doing while it's nighttime. Okay. Well, I don't think I really need to explain what we're doing here. Yes. Yeesh. I want to get all the way up this cliff and try to minimize as much damage from the boulders as possible. In a perfect world, I would have run into none of them, but how many times do I need to say that I suck? I've got... And very short invincibility time. Yeah. God damn it. That and getting hit in the air will gimp your jump, which is always a wonderful thing. It's alright, we're nearly near the top. Just gotta time this out right. God. Okay. Still not safe yet. Oh, come on. Really? Oh. Let's not do that again. Did I get it? Yes. Good old platforming. Alright. And there's our next prize. This one, we'll be obtaining the gear.
I bet that's the prize. Maybe it's that one tiny gear. Like candy from a baby. No one will ever know we were here.
Dax, you seem to have this really bad habit of always speaking way too soon. Well, in any case, that is 2 of the 3 artifacts down and 6 out of 8 precursor orbs. So I'd say we're making some pretty good progress right now. Only one path left to go down, which is just over this way. And do be careful of the shield guy. I really do need to start taking my own advice. There we go. Alright, so that's somewhat easily taken care of, I guess. Ah. Scattergun really is awesome for little situations like that. Oh, they're only little fellas, so only one shot should take them out. Here we go again. Yes, indeed, every single path has at least one of these bulls. Not bulls, more of a rhino. I rolled right into it. I was trying to go to the side and I rolled right fucking into it. Is it just me, or does that just seem like a very Matt thing to do? That took no time at all. And the skull gem phased through the ground. Sweet. Yep. Seriously, that is very, very impressive reaction time on these platforms from the press of that button. One of these again. Alright, I'm a bit too close for that one to work. That's alright. Easy, I guess. Alright, across here. I want to see if I can get a good still of Jack's face when that little cutscene happens. And if I do, we'll put it right here. And if not, this is just dead air. Anyway. Yeah. Alright. Now, somewhere very close by should be the next orb. I think just over here, actually. Yeah, it's in here. Oop. Okay, were those things really worth bringing in the strings? Like, think about it. Was it really worth it? Right. You can die. Alright, we're over 200 skull gems now. Surely that's enough to get another power up from the Oracle. Surely. Well, not power up, but just, you know, another dark technique, I guess. And another one of these things. Alright. Haha! I've mastered fighting you now. I hope. Should be getting pretty close to the end here. Wait. Again, I need to stress, I love shotguns. And this is just taking the spread of the shotgun to its logical extreme, so... And here the last artifact, the lens.
That's some paper, huh? Something's cooking. Kind of smells like... burnt Datzel?
I can't believe you actually did this thing. Onin says she will search the timelines for answers about these sacred relics. I will find you then.
Cool. So, mission accomplished. So we have our 3 artifacts, we have our 8 Precursor Orbs, which puts us at how many? 60. Which I think is enough for our next secret, actually. 55, I think, was the requirement for this one, and we've unlocked a scrapbook. And that's it. Yeah, nothing really too exciting this time, I guess, but yeah. But this was a nice little blast from the past, I'd say, so I think this is a good place as any to end things off. I mean, we've met up with another friend of Torn's who actually works in the Crimson Guard, and goddamn, she's something. And of course, came out here to just again, it's a blast from the past, just very reminiscent of Jak 1, and pretty enjoyable little place with, you know, just the kind of platforming challenges that you kind of expect. So, next time on Let's Play Jak 2, we'll be heading back into Haven City and see what else the people have for us to do. But in any case, as always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, my name is Matt Omega, and I'll see you guys later.